Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Aryan Malik. I am currently a nursing student in my third year of education. This is Study With Me series, and today is day 37. We'll be continuing our discussion on mental health nursing, and this will be part 3, focusing mainly on communication. As registered nurses, it is very important for us to know that the most basic therapeutic tool of the nurse is self. We ourselves are the therapeutic tool, and communication is, in simpler terms, a process by which information is transmitted through a common system of symbols, signs, or behavior. We talked briefly yesterday about two types of communication: nonverbal, which is mainly by actions, and verbal, which is through words. Let's understand nonverbal communication or behavior. So, why is nonverbal behavior important? It carries more social and emotional meaning. You can tell so much by just looking at someone's face, and when they are showcasing their emotions through non verbal means, you are able to well understand them, and it is also more likely to be believed than verbal messages, because if someone is in pain, you can see it in through their non-verbal actions. So that is another way to say why it is more likely to be believed. And it is also like it's also used to check the reliability of verbal messages. So, the four ways in which non verbal communication or behaviors are expressed are: first, kinesics. It's basically the study of body movements. You see how the client is communicating non verbally using body movements. Other is paralanguage, their voice quality and non-language vocalization. So when they are speaking to you, is do notice their tone, the way they are trying to deliver the words to you, and also look at some of the sounds which kind of they omit when they are speaking. That will give you a good indication. The next is proxemics. It's use of personal and social space. Pay a close attention to how they are communicating non-verbally in their personal and social space. And fourth is physical appearance. So it's basically use of clothing and other personal objects to communicate a personal image. Let's understand these terms better. So first, let's understand kinesics. It's basically study of body movements. Our body movements are most often unconscious, not awake. So sometimes we do not know what movements we are making. We are not consciously aware of them. And our body movements always communicate a message. So if someone is walking very fast here and there, like back and forth, maybe they're anxious, they are scared of something. So body movements communicates a lot, and that falls under kinesics. So facial expression, posture, gestures, eye movements, and touch all fall under kinesics. Next is paralanguage. Why we use our voices. The tone of voice, the inflection, the spacing of words, or the words emphasized, and even pauses are all encompassed in paralanguage. Some non-language vocalizations are like sobbing, grunting, laughing, and crying. Next key term we talked about was proxemics. It's basically the study of spatial or space relationships during personal interactions. We are trying to, observe the space around us and explore it through personal interactions. So it can be like territoriality, which is fixed, defined space that is customarily marked off by a person to prevent intrusion by others. They don't want anyone else to come there. Next is personal space. We are very well aware of it. It's portable territory surrounding the self and acting as an invisible barrier beyond which others are not expected to trespass. So it's basically, they want to have their personal space, as we say in very general terms, but it's the thought of this invisible barrier beyond which others should not go. And one thing to know is use of space varies by culture. So next we have personal zone. So it basically encompasses 18 inches to 4 feet. The close contact is possible, and here there's a focus on the whole body. There's a bubble that the person keeps between self and others, and the bubble can contract or expand depending on the situations or the experiences a person goes through. And personal zone is the zone of the nurse patient relationship. When we are talking to a client, we are trying to enter this personal zone that we can get the client to open up to us, and we can treat the problems they are having. Social zone, our person interacts in a society which is 4 feet to 12 feet, and another is public zone, which is 12 to 25 feet and beyond. Now we have physical appearance. So, as the name suggests, it's a way in which people use clothing and other personal objects to basically convey an image. They're trying to make an image of themselves. And um, as registered nurses, it's very important for us to have a non judgmental attitude. As we talked about yesterday, there is no good or bad, there should be no judgment involved. And change in physical appearance can actually be the first indication of a developing problem. So, this is something we need to be very careful of. And will also be need to kind of very be mindful of the verbal communication or the behavior, the words we speak, the way we interact with the clients. So that marks the conclusion of this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please stay tuned for more videos that will be coming out in the future. Thank you for watching.